Hey, how's it going? Swatch with me. Faber-Castell Polychromos colored pencils. There are 36 of these. Okay, I actually just did a video doing these little jobbies here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a light coloring and then dark coloring. That's why I have these funky shapes here, and these are the colors right here. So the colors I have, the colors that I have right here in my pencil wrap are white, rose carmine, middle purple pink, pale geranium lake, deep scarlet red, Pompeian red, middle cadmium red, dark red, cadmium orange, dark cadmium orange, cream, light yellow glaze, cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow, dark Naples ochre, light green, earth green yellowish, leaf green, emerald green, dark phthalo green, cobalt green, light ultramarine, ultramarine, phthalo blue, cobalt turquoise, helio blue reddish, dark indigo, magenta, mauve. I want to make sure I'm in the screen there. Venetian red, burnt ochre, raw umber, walnut brown, warm gray 5, set off with a Roman numeral, warm gray 2, set off also with a Roman numeral, and black. Okay. Blue is in the window, sawing logs. So you might hear some sounds of Blue snoring. Oh, I'm sorry, baby bear. You gonna go to sleep there? Good night. Okay, gonna get started. Now, white. This is kind of an off-white color of paper, and it's Paycon mixed media paper. I did trim it down so that it could fit into my Swatch with Me binder, album, binder. I still don't know what I'm calling it. Okay, we'll call it a binder. And so maybe it'll show up, maybe the white will show up. I don't know. Oh, is that like... Oh my. It's like, I don't know how well you can see that. I don't know. It's kind of like chipped off or something. That's weird. Yeah. Okay, we'll go here then. Okay, this is the light. I guess I should try and pick a direction I want to color in. I used the 0.45 micron pen to trace out the shapes here. So, and now I'm just going to color this in as darkly as I can. The white. And it's not right. I can't really see that much. I have to zoom in for you. You can kind of see a difference between the mixed media paper and the white. A little bit. I didn't expect too much from the white. Okay. And the next color is rose carmine. See, I finally figured out how to pronounce that word, carmine. I did have to look it up because I wasn't sure. The barrels are round. The colors are written on the barrels. I like that. I like that feature. And the color numbers as well. I probably could have put the color numbers in, but okay, we're gonna go after darken. This is a nice color. Nice and smooth. And these are the high-end oil-based. Polychromos just means that these are oil-based, and most oil-based colored pencils go on the paper very smoothly, almost buttery feeling. Some oil-based pencils, I've found through experience, are not as smooth flowing. I do have another brand that I do need, the Swatch, that doesn't have this smoothness to it. Actually, I have two oil-based sets of pencils, two different brands. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm deeply coloring in, and see that one? I just darker. Went out of the line. Oh dear. Okay. That was middle purple pink, and this one's pale geranium lake. Now see, this is kind of scratchy, this one feels a little scratchy, but I had that problem with the Staedtler ones, the Polycolor. Is that a cat hair? My apologies for the cat hairs that may or may not be on this paper. They just magically appear. Now that's light. I'm coloring lightly and not putting as much force down as I am on the bottom shape. Probably shouldn't have, I guess, well, you know, the more you color, the darker it's gonna get. So even if you're just coloring lightly, you're going to put down more color. Okay, this is deep scarlet red. Oh, I must have used this one. It needs sharpened. I'll try and keep it kind of light and not make it too dark. Okay. On that top shape anyway. Oh, do you think this is deep scarlet red? I mean, just because it says that's what it is on the pencil doesn't mean, you know, I guess it's up to the artist. Pompeian red, whew, slipping out of my fingers. It's kind of a darkish. I will see when I get to the maybe not. Yeah, it kind of has almost like a brown maybe in it. Maybe there's, that's what I'm seeing anyway right now. Oh, I was gonna zoom in for you. Just a minute. Whew. Wrap it. Okay. Sorry for that. Hope you didn't get seasick. Okay, this one is, I'm going to make sure, middle cadmium red. Oh yeah, this is darker. Because these are high-end, they are also high-end on price. So I'm not sure. I bought these actually a couple of years ago, and oh, this is dark red. And when I used them, I was thinking, you know, I'm not kind of have mixed feelings about the Polychromos. You know, they are expensive, and oh, Stormy says hello. I'm pretty sure it's not hello, though. Stormy! What are you doing? Go upstairs, Stormy. Okay. She never listens to me, so. She says, hey, you listen to me. I'm a senior, and I count. These are just like, I do have a favorite oil-based colored pencil. This is cadmium orange. And, oh, just a minute. Okay. I know I was in the middle of a sentence. Now I can't remember what it is. But we'll just move right along. This is cadmium orange. Oh, I was talking about my favorite oil-based colored pencils is by South Sun, which is like the opposite as far as price goes on, as you know, for oil-based colored pencils. They are relatively inexpensive, and you get like 150 or 160 of them. And I actually like them better than these. The Polychromos, the Faber-Castell, the Mercedes-Benz of oil-based pencils. Well, you know, I mean, that's truly up to the person who uses them. So sometimes these are not as smooth. Like this was really smooth, but this one wasn't so smooth. And I don't know what goes in to make the oil-based pencils, what kind of oil is being used. Okay, gonna move up. Well, the pencil wrap is a good thing. Dark cadmium orange. But I thought, yeah, let's make a swatch with me, because I do want to try these out on different kinds of paper. Maybe I just used it on the wrong kind of paper. But I was coloring in a coloring book the last time I used these. That was a bit dark. Like, okay, let's see. Darker. I'm not going to do blending with these. I know some people do blending with the colored pencils. Okay, cream. This looks like teal. It's called cobalt green, according to Faber-Castell. I'm gonna keep going out of the lines. You know, I just love using that eraser. Maybe I'll use it after I get done. No, I have to use it now. I was just thinking if I don't use it now, if I wait till later to use it, then I'll be like, now what color was that? And this is kind of fine print on the barrels. You know, there's not a whole lot of room on the barrels. Look at all that information on there. Light ultramarine. Ultra. Not my favorite word right now. Okay. Okay, ultramarine. Wow, this is a very dark color. This to me doesn't look like ultramarine. It looks like black, like gray. Right? That does not look like ultramarine. What color is this? Faber-Castell. This is gray. Alright, in the screen, in my field monitor, it kind of looks ultramarine, and it doesn't look like that. I'm going to zoom in a little more. Now, what color does that look like? That is not ultramarine. That is weird. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. This says dark indigo. Uh-oh. Oh no. What did I just use? No. Okay, I gotta go back in. I'm gonna turn off the camera and see where I went wrong. But even still, it says it here. This says dark indigo. That does not look like indigo or any color blue whatsoever. Ultramarine or dark indigo or anything like that. That's the dark indigo. Oh, I get to erase. And now I have to go back in because this one is helio blue reddish. And that's way over here. Wait, where did I go wrong? Okay, let me straighten it out. I'll be back. Okay, so I did use the eraser on the two. Look what a good job it did. I would love to be able to tell you that it totally took out the color. Okay, I'm not up for this is the one I'm starting with. This is light ultramarine here. And what I did was I just took, remember I said I had to trim down the paper so it'll fit in the binder, and I just took my template. This is the template I used, and I just traced two of them and glued them down here, and then I just went over this area, each of these areas, each of these shapes, again with the micron pen that I'm using, the .45. Okay, so now we're doing light ultramarine, and I did look at these and I made sure, But I watched the video. I went back and I watched that video. It started over here, that video file, somewhere over here, and I watched it, and I was looking and here, like, oh, and I got to here. What I did was I put this one away, which was the first mistake I made. See, I put that away, and then I grabbed the eraser to erase that little part, and then for some reason I grabbed this one. I think it was the Helio Blue one, or the indigo one, right? I grabbed the indigo one, and I was talking about all the print on it, and I was like, man, that was your problem right there. You just put this away, and you didn't have the ultramarine, the light ultramarine out, and that's why I just totally skipped 5 colors. But when we get over here, I will complain about this not being dark indigo like they're saying it is. And I just kept looking at it like, there's no blue. Indigo has it's a very deep, well, this is dark. It says dark, but indigo is a dark purple mixed with blue in it. And so it's a much deeper color. Okay. Light ultramarine. Do I have to tell you again that ultra is not my favorite word? That has to do with work. If anybody from work is watching this, they will totally understand. Okay. Okay, it might take me a while to do because since I glued this, glue is still drying. So I'm going to do my best to darken this light ultramarine and try to pay more attention. What did I say? I'd been up all night long. Hello. That's my excuse. No, I don't know if I can stick to that excuse, but that's light ultramarine. Okay, I'm going to pull this one out and put this one in and double check ultramarine. And then we'll see, is this really ultramarine? Because ultramarine kind of is a darker color as well. I was pretty good at erasing most of the lightness over here and over here, but when I got to erasing the dark, it looked more like the light, and by the time I was done, I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to glue the shapes on. This isn't much darker than this one. I feel like I'm drawing on a cushion. I'm coloring on a cushion, that's what it feels like, because it's a glued piece down. And I don't think the glue is dry just yet. Okay. Putting that one in, taking out the next one. This is Phthalo Blue. Okay, so this black is not really black. It's more like, to me, it is more like, what? Like a dark charcoal gray. It's almost, this is closer to black than this one is, I think. This has, I can see brown in this black. I'm gonna move in and then move the paper and let you look a little closer. Okay. I'm gonna move in a little more. I mean, it's not the black, like it's not solid black, I guess. It looks pretty good in the screen panel, but down here and on my field monitor, it looks totally black. And I'm gonna, but that one, my field monitor's coloring is, I only use it to make sure that I'm able to show you the very fine print of text usually, or texture, a certain texture that I want you to see. Then that's why I have the field monitor, because it's a much bigger screen. But this, you know, right now I can see brown. I can kind of see brown in it. I have my blue blockers on, so I was taking those off to see if there was any difference there. Okay, let me zoom out a little. Okay, so we are done. Let me put the black away here. And get the... I want to make sure before I bring this up to show you that I have gotten all the little eraser marks off of it and the errant cat hairs that seem to find their way to my swatch card. The last one I did, what was the last one? The second to the last one. One of the ones I did, I think it was the Statler Tri-Plus Fine Liner swatch. Oh my gosh, right in the middle of the card there's one of Blue's white hairs. I really? I didn't even notice it. That's horrible. Well, it's because I'm holding this up and I'm looking at the screen panel and I'm not really paying, I'm just paying attention to making sure you see the colors. Right? So I'm not looking at the screen or the card really. I'm not even, ooh, was that a little dip there? I just want to make sure that you can see everything. But when I pulled it off of the handy cam and I put it on the computer and started watching it, and then I saw that last bit, I was like, oh man, there's a big old white hair from Blue, not from me, from Blue, on my swatch card. He wasn't even anywhere near here. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I can put it in my album. Okay, I'm gonna put it in my album right now. Oh, I'm gonna move some things away. There's AC again. We've been spending too long on this swatch card. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm not gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it, I don't know. Let's just put it here. So, I know, I already cut it down to size, so I know it fits. Now, the hard part is coming up. That's the hard part. Right there. Getting it over that card. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now there is a difference. I can see it. There's not as much, that the pecan paper is not white like the card that I just put it over. A vast difference there. You can even see it in here, you know. Okay. I did it. I used the brush. I used the eraser. I had to keep moving the eraser up to make adjustments. Let's see. Can I put this in here? Okay, great. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'll put these here. Thanks for watching and have an artistic day. Bye.